I have it right here. That's why we go 4 minutes early so I can...
I wait for you to throw the link so I can throw the link, then we throw the links.
Okay.
Haha. Discord thing right now. People can't see it. There's
I mean, some
oh, hey
see
folks. Oh, I'm trying to get the links out there that are saying, hey, we are live, and that but I sent
I don't understand.
We'll be right with you, folks. Remove.
Delete.
Delete.
Be gone from the internet forever.
Oh my goodness, I am screwing this up so bad. This is really hard to do and do and do and do and do. Can you make that go away?
Yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome to our live stream. We are live, as you can tell. Thank you so much. We've got a bunch of stuff to share with you tonight, and I'm very, very happy to have you back with us here at our Parts Unknown studio in lovely Asheville, North Carolina.
Parts Unknown.
Myself and my co-host here, India, will be talking some LARP with you tonight and sharing some sneak peek world premiere footage of some wonderful Drachenfest footage. Super cool stuff happening at Drachenfest just last month that we're going to talk about later on in the episode. I just realized that my tea is just out of reach. It's just right there, and I
lean for it.
Get it there. But India has some LARP events to tell you about while I go reach my tea and maybe send this link out a little bit better. Take it away, India.
Yeah, this is a pretty big month for Alliance LARP in general. There is an event happening in Virginia this weekend, August 8th to 10th, which Tab and I will be at, filming for the first time.
See you guys there.
Yes. We'll be rolling in like ghosts and just suddenly being there with cameras. So don't panic if all of a sudden we are right there. Then we have Apotheosis LARP, which we have done a video on before, a couple of them.
Legends of Apotheosis, they're running in September, right?
Yes, they are running September 26th is their next event, which I hope I can make this time, because I keep being like, I'm going to go, and then life is like, you wanted LARP? Too bad. But the big thing happening this year is the Alliance National event, which is hosted by Alliance Minnesota at their Miller Castle location. If you've been watching our videos for a while, you would have seen the Miller Castle location featured in multiple of our videos because it's just so dang pretty. That is going to be happening August 29th, so just a few weeks away, to September 1st. So it is a long event over Labor Day weekend, and it is the national that only happens every 2 years, and I am on staff for that. And
yeah,
I haven't had to do the owners up there are super cool, and Nate has always done so much for us, and so
Most
I think
definitely.
I owe him all of my blood, sweat, and tears.
Shout out to Nate. As you guys can see on our screen, we are showing a aerial shot of our visit 2 years ago at the castle event. We're actually working up our last year's castle. Yeah, 2023.
2023, so that would be 2 years. That would be this event.
Yes.
Yeah, this one.
No, event after
That's-
this. We've been to castle so many times.
They all blur together.
And they're all
it's such a
wonderful.
long drive.
And they're all amazing. Guys, we can't wait to have the national event of the Alliance game system held at this site. The site is expansive. They have multiple buildings, not only the castle that you're seeing right there, but it is going to be one heck of a place to play Alliance LARP at, and I cannot wait to go out at the end of the month and see it. Also at the end of the month on the East Coast, we have Fable LARP that is getting up and going, and we wish everybody over at Fable LARP well, and I hope your guys' game, it looks amazing what I'm seeing.
So pretty.
Like all your media, and more importantly, all of the people that I met that are involved in your game at Drachenfest.
Yeah.
Fable is going to be awesome. But unfortunately, we can't make it this year. We're going to be at the national event out in Minnesota. I am super excited about it.
It is the same weekend, but next year there's not a national event. So catch me at Fable next year.
Yeah, super looking forward to it. In fact, we're looking forward to getting out to any of your LARPs. If you want to go ahead and reach out to us, we'd love to bring our cameras and our persons and run around and catch as much of the action and good times of your games as we can, and then get the word out to as many people as we can via this medium and a couple of others that we've recently added. We've started to put a little muscle behind our Instagram.
Yeah, kind of blank slate on the Instagram because passwords have disappeared into ethoses and black holes. So yeah, we have a new Instagram that we're starting to post more short form content on, as well as we're going to try posting more short form content on our Facebook as well. But Instagram's the main point of short form contact until I eventually succumb to the ticking clock. One day.
Yeah, we're probably going to get on the TikTok in the near future. We're looking at a couple of different platforms to try and expand our reach of already the stuff that we've already produced that's in our library here at YouTube. But we're going to try to get more of it out there and reformat some of the stuff so it fits into the Insta model. But we're having a real good time shooting cutting together some of the short form stuff. It's a different set of muscles. But I am very, very much
Drachenfest represent.
Green Camp. Hi, Green Camp. So yeah, welcome Drachenfest viewers. We're going to get to talking about your game in the next little while here, and we're going to spend our break showing you a teaser that we cut together of some of the footage that we shot at this Drachenfest event. But coming up this weekend, as we said, we're going out to Virginia to shoot an episode there, and myself and India will be talking during our upcoming car rides about the symposium at the national event. It's where the symposium in the Alliance game system is when all of the owners and their senior people get together every 2 years and kind of work out some of the bigger rules issues in person rather than working them out online, because we have found over the years that it is proven it's a good way to get things done fast and organized when you're face to face, and
when you're all locked in a room together for 48 hours.
Very much so. So that's what we're going up to do at the end of the month here, and I'm very much looking forward to getting with the rest of the owners at the national game. Not only because we're going to be on the site the entire time, so we're going to be able to build the site, and since we're bringing a pretty big part of our AV support, our lighting up there, I'm really looking forward to making that place pop and making it magic for everybody. So what are you looking forward to? This is not your first symposium. This is going to be like
no, this will be my second symposium. Yeah. Now the symposium last time was, as everything was with that event, a bit chaotic, trying to just get everything working. So I was a little out of my brain about it. And I really didn't know what to expect last year, not last year, a couple years ago as well. So knowing how symposium works now and kind of knowing what to expect, I'm very much looking forward to kind of seeing how the things that were implemented at last symposium have worked across the board, because we've seen some of the rules changes that were made happen around us, but we're not on like the West Coast. We're not always in the Northeast. So just kind of hearing hearing updates from everybody the last couple of years will be interesting.
Yeah.
And cool. Yeah. And just seeing everybody in the same room too is always fun.
Yeah, there's always been a turnover of ownership in the Alliance, and that happens with your network games, and it's always better to hand over ownership of a LARP chapter than just let it die.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what the last symposium's new batch aren't the new batch anymore.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how their perception has changed over these past 2 years, because it always happens in my experience with folks that have stuck around for a while, is that they start to see the game through a different lens, and they start to pull back and start to get the 50,000 foot view. And I'm very excited that the ownership is going to be talking about some of those larger view things instead of really losing ourselves in the weeds of the nuances of the like minor itty bitty rules, when we should be talking about the big changes that we need to make as an organization. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to just the game in general. I mean, the castle is such a cool location, and you really don't have to do a whole lot to just make it immersive, because it's a castle. But this will be my first time PCing a national event, so I'm very much looking forward to getting to roll up and just play a game like that instead of being involved as an NPC or as staff, like just staff for it. I'll probably be pulled aside 1,500 million times anyway, because I am staff. But in between being pulled away, I can play the game instead of having to plan the game, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Especially because I'm actually going with a group of friends this year, and we're all gonna be vacation mode. Little chaos goblins just running around and just kind of having a good time and experiencing a game that big as a PC.
Yeah, I'm very excited. There's such an amazing group of people that are coming together to produce this event. From your plot staff to your ownership staff to the national staff that is coming out there. As
even
always,
just their like prop design team that they specifically put together, like this massive prop design coalition of just super talented people from across the Alliance as a whole is super cool.
Yeah, and it's really a great opportunity for us to show out and really to flex as much of our creative imaginations in one single place as we can.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to talking about all of the projects that we have working on during the drive. Me, you, and Dan being stuck in the car for a couple of hours.
Yeah, Tab and I are both the most productive when we're stuck in a car together for over 12 hours.
Yeah, that's when big things get done.
Big ideas.
Folks, we just wanted to, before we jump into the biggest topic of the day, is finding out why my mouse no longer. Are you kidding me?
It's okay. You're fighting your mouse. I'm fighting these headphones that hate my ears. You know, it's a constant battle.
Why aren't you working?
Is it too far away?
There it goes.
Ooh. Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're good. It's fine. How are you?
Well, on the bright side, that didn't look as bad in the stream.
We're professionals here, gosh darn it. Anyway, we wanted to let you know that locally here, we are producing on the Crossroads site, the Fair at Graywood on November 8th and 9th. We are looking for vendors, talent, and for folks that want to come out and have a really good time in a fantasy fair type environment. We are building out a really cool group of not only performers, but LARPs that are coming out to run small demos. So if you want to come out and check out our site in a non-fighting for your life environment, come on out and please check us out. It'll help us out. It's the 4th year that we're running a fair on the site that weekend, so we're going to keep that tradition going, and I look forward to seeing you guys out there. You will hear much more about it in the future from us. Oh man, it has just been one heck of a summer thus far, a LARP summer. It's been a really interesting experience, and we're going to collect our thoughts while sharing a little teaser video with you guys that I threw together of some of the experiences at Drachenfest. The last transition that I tried to do live went great, so here's
while you're worrying about that, yeah, if you know anybody or you want to vend at the fair, reach out to us. I'll get the email address up here, and because we have the space, and we're definitely looking for more vendors as well.
Most definitely. We will be posting the link and the little poster that I just showed you poorly in the comments.
The comments, and it'll be on the Facebook forward. And everything too.
Yeah. So we are going to set this up, and we're going to take a quick little break here while we collect our thoughts about talking about Drachenfest. It's probably going to loop once, twice, maybe even 3 times. I hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully this will work.
Keep that in there. All right, I'll do some more. Keep that in there. All right, I'll do some more.
Hey, and we are back. Hope you guys liked it. Uh, it was really fun to have such amazing subject matter to shoot with at Drachenfest. So this year, last year, Drachenfest was my first year, 2024. This year, 2025, I went out as a referee, and I was assigned to be the lead ref of Green Camp.
Shout out Green Camp in the chat.
Yeah.
Representing.
Green Camp, Best Camp. Blue Camp, Best Camp. Shadow Camp, Best Camp.
All camps, best camp.
Silver Camp, Best Camp. Red Camp, Best Camp. Bizarre, Best Camp.
Bizarre best camp. Yeah. They really win this.
Had an absolute blast. Again, Drachenfest is something that is very, very new to me. It's only my second time at an event that large, and I will say that working it is where I'd like to be, and I really enjoyed myself. It was a challenging time. I think that there's a lot of different things between the Drachenfest week-long experience, especially if you're staffing or doing ref or build team. That week-long experience versus the truncated weekend-long experience. Like it's like a different gear in a car, you know. And it was a very, very unique experience. I learned a lot more than I thought I was going to, and I saw a lot of people learn a lot about themselves, because Drachenfest is difficult to define, and we're going to spend a large portion of our future content trying to explain it to you guys so you guys can come on out and check it out. It is a different style of LARP that we as an American player base aren't really used to. It's a Nordic style LARP, and it is not competitive as your standard boffer games tend to be, or give the illusion of being, or as competitive as, say, your HEMA, your Amp Guard, your Belagard.
Your sword sports.
Yeah, your sword sports.
Sword sports. Yeah. So I mean, you've played and you've run, and you've run like one or two other LARP games in your past, maybe like one or two, just a couple.
Yeah.
So I want to go next year so bad. I'm really torn on playing or reffing. So like I know like it's a completely different game, and any kind of staff member or volunteer on any game is going to be slightly different, but like what's like one big thing that makes reffing for Drachenfest different than like NPCing for an Alliance game? I mean, they're very different games, but like when you're volunteering, you're kind of a volunteer, and it kind of all feels the same in general.
I would say that the ref experience, one, it is, you have your shifts, so there is a, you know, you have your set schedule that you work as a referee. So when you're refereeing, you are there to serve that function. There really isn't NPCs at Drachenfest.
Right.
So the referees are there strictly as an out of game to help, you know, the game mechanics function, to make sure that weapons are safe, that combat is safe and fair, and that, you know, it's kind of that constant reminder of like, hey, if you act a fool in any of these multiple different ways, someone's going to know.
Right.
You know, and you will be reeled back in for whatever that infraction might be. And most are like pretty minor over like the course of the game. Like I can't really recall any time when I had to get like rules guy on somebody.
Right.
Most of it's just vibe checks, you know, and just kind of talking it out with somebody, and using a process of kind of, and Drachenfest does a really, really good job of training up their refs. It's a multi-meeting, multi-day, multi-test process. You got to pass your online test, and you got the in-person classes on site. You show up a couple days early, you know. but it's more of a collaborative process. So you're not like, don't expect to call balls and strikes, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
But like what you're there to do, some of the coolest things that I've seen refs facilitate, not only on the, the interpersonal, let's make this a cool story together, but they also help people that may or may not have the ability nor the want to be the person to say that, no, this is happening. So for instance, in that video a time or two, and definitely in future videos you will see it, you will see a battery of casters, like 4 or 5 casters coordinate and cast a spell at the same time, and which is something that I brought up in last year's live stream about Drachenfest, and I was so happy to see people actually doing it on the battlefield. So they'll do that, and then a ref would help them out by going over to the other group and be like, guys, a bunch of you should be asleep or weakened by now, at least 4, because there's 4 people over there that did it. And there was hardly ever any boo-boo face.
Oh.
Like,
that's surprising with that many people everywhere all the time.
And that's the thing. It is really the mentality, and it was not perfect, and there's definitely some folks that are turbo out there that are just so good. But what I saw the most of was people giving fights to each other, and so that everybody at Drachenfest is a player and an NPC essentially. So I have hundreds of these interactions, because a lot of the time, as a ref, you observe. As a camera person, that's what I was doing when I wasn't reffing, is running around with the camera, and just observing how so many people who could have easily made the choice of, this is my good time and this is the slice of pie that I'm going to have, and too bad you didn't get yours, to, no, man, there's plenty of pie. Here, let's split this up and make sure that you get yours too. People giving good fights to each other. The one of the champions of Green Camp, I personally saw lose like 2 or 3 fights spectacularly. Like, the dude played the foil for the people that were beating him so well, and was just the amount of immersion and role play and buy-in by so many different people. Guys, you will see in this footage over this next year some of the really incredible role play moments that, man, as much as I love the Alliance, we kind of cheat ourselves out of, because we're too busy yelling numbers at each other. Yeah, we do a lot of numbers. Yeah. It doesn't leave a lot of time or breath for role-playing mid-combat. It really hampers the individual storytelling. And I understand that there, especially in the Alliance, when it's more competitive, when it's less of a narrative game, when there is the chance of losing a fight to somebody. But even then, there's, with the spectrum of games that we've been playing, as we're going around to all these other LARPs and shooting them, what I'm finding out is that there's a way around those verbals while still having the cool ones, right? And that's one of the things that I know that it's not a vote that I'm going to put up to Symposium this year at all, but it is some things that I'm going to be talking to the ownership about, of like, I have video footage of not only Drachenfest, where they do full theatrical combat, which is where I don't think the Alliance is going to go, right? But there's other games that we've shot that take individual pieces out of our experience because they no longer serve us. And when those pieces are taken out, and when you see the experience, and the example that I'm bringing up in my head right now is the wave battles at Legends Apotheosis. All right, so they have town fights, just like you Boffer guys in Alliance. So picture a whole town, 60 people fighting, a scrum, blah, blah, blah. In the Alliance, you would hear 5 normal, 10 normal, all that being cacophonied, and then every now and again you'd hear a spell. Or you would hear a spell if you were on the sidelines, not in the middle of combat. Yeah. So what Apotheosis did is that everything that is a base swing was base 1. So you wouldn't hear, because they weren't saying it, they wouldn't say their individual 5 normal verbals. So you would only hear the special things, the skills, or the big spells. And aesthetically, everybody heard the spells. Everybody took the skills that were cast at them, because they weren't overwhelmed auditorily with everybody saying 5 normal that no one's able to really accurately track anyway, especially when you're an NPC getting hit by 6 people.
Yeah.
So it was just, bringing some of these, looking at the market and going around and seeing what other people who are producing a product similar to ours in this marketplace of ideas and storytelling, and kind of seeing what is working and what isn't. And, it's going to be an interesting thing to share with the Alliance. And I really think that if like everybody just bends a little bit, LARP can catch fire in these next couple of years in the United States. Like we're right there,
we're
man.
simmering, but we're not
right
boiling
there.
yet. We're simmering.
Drachenfest broke 1,000 people. There's more than 1,000 person LARPs in the United States today. Drachenfest out in Germany just broke 5,000. I think there were 6,000 people there this past weekend.
Can't even picture that many people in like a tent city doing a game.
It is a wonder to behold. And the Pennsic War was just held on the Cooper Lake site where Drachenfest US is held, and they have multi-thousands of people. And it's really cool to see how they utilize the site completely differently.
Yeah. I mean, they have a lot of people that bring in like decked out trailers that look like taverns and vehicles that they park places.
Yeah, and Drachenfest is getting there too. It's really cool to see all of the expansions to everyone's designs, and to see how everybody, you could tell that if the people that were there the year before got like tricks of the trade down.
They got the secrets.
A bunch of people, like, you could tell that they were more comfortable with the heat. We got plenty of stories of that, and looking forward to sharing with you them, because just like a good role play experience, it's the ups and downs that really show you the spectrum of the human experience. And a little bit of realism was definitely injected into our fantasy world for a good day or two. And it was really cool to see a community immediately latch together and help each other get through it. And it was one of those ones that we're going to be talking about for a while. And I'm really, really happy with the footage that we were able to shoot at Drachenfest. Again, I thank the board of Drachenfest US for allowing me to bring my little backpack of cameras and run around like the happy little boy that I was, and shooting all of you wonderful, amazing LARPers playing one of the best games in the United States, if not the world. And I was in awe, and I was inspired, and I cannot wait to start getting all of this footage out to you guys. We have big things coming in the future for us here at LARP Crossroads. We're in the process of changing the name. Those of you who are really, really paying attention to things, you notice a website has changed, and a couple of names are changing here and there. So we will be next season introducing a new title and a new name for our little organization here, because we are reaching out and connecting with more and more other LARPs. So we want to get the word out about your games as well as our games, because one of the coolest things about Drachenfest is that they let you bring your character in, right? So within the parameters of their world, you can bring your Steve, the bartender that died 3 years ago, because you just really like that character and you still have the garb. Sure, bring Steve.
Ooh, the ogre will rise again.
Yeah, but Steve's actually the secret dark underlord of blah 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 in this realm. Cool. He can't be that here. I mean, he can, but he's just a dude here, because everybody over here is somebody someplace else. And it's just a really cool melting pot of all these different LARPs at Drachenfest, and everybody's telling their stories. And again, nobody's talking about the stats. Nobody's talking about the rule sets positively. In
a good way.
Because of it, Drachenfest allows you to, because of how few rules that they do have, one, it allows it's easier to referee or marshal because they're a simpler rule set, but also it's more collaborative, right? It's more
Mm-hmm.
in the moment, and there's so much of the guidelines on the referee side that really lean into, was it cool?
I
Was
love
it
a rule of cool.
was it fun? Did a bunch of people like it? Get those fuckers an egg. Like it's just
Nice.
like that. That is at its core. Of course, there's other hoops that we have to jump through to get a dragon egg into a camp. But that's really what it boils down to is like, are a bunch of people having a good time? And did they go deal with a camp? And are we mixing the people the way that we should? Yes, we are. And to see people take these simple plot starters and run with them and to see what a collaborative piece of artwork that 1,000 people can make, and then to watch Mother Nature destroy it in a day and everybody say, nah, we're still going to do this. We put it right back up and we party anyway. I mean, there were some parts of the site that reminded me of, and I'm from I used to live in the New York area around the Woodstock site of Woodstock '94 and '99. Some of the muddy spots on the on the site were a lot, especially for those of us with like sensitivities to
Squishy stuff.
sensory input. It was, I would have spent more time in some of the more social places if
they weren't
if my feet
squishy.
weren't screaming. But yeah, just the entire experience of Drachenfest and the fact that we got to bring such a cool group of people from the Alliance to come out and referee. Nate was there refereeing, Rob was there refereeing, Kat, myself, Connor and Josh were playing in Blue Camp. Man, it was just so cool to see like a good, healthy cadre of Alliance players, and every single one of them showing out, and every single one of them being the people that this hobby needs. In a lot of different respects of the word, man. It was really cool to see these people shine. And I have one interview with the referee so far, Rob out of Red Camp, but I'm planning on getting more throughout the year and then interspersing them with some of the footage that we shot, because I got a lot of the setup and the teardown of the event. And the stories that I'm hearing, the camaraderie that was joined, that the friendships that were made, it is totally worth it. It is worth the drive. It is worth the week off. It is worth it to go out and staff for an organization that is swinging for the fences this hard, and to see not only, and Kat said it, and I was talking to her, trying to set up the interview, and we were just discussing on how rare it is for those of us of the neurodivergence category to be 100% utilized. Our compartmentalization, our ability to snap on, snap off, to be really quick and to handle problems as they arise, and to pick those up that can't. I saw a lot of people step up, and it was an amazing thing to see, and I was very, very proud of not only the people that we brought out, but just folks that I met out there who, were taking big steps in one direction or the other, and just seeing them figure themselves out a little bit. And yeah, there was stuff that sucked there, but the stuff that sucked shows you guys who you are, and some of you are pretty damn amazing people. Because it's not like, to some of you, like, that came over and just didn't even think of it and just started to help each other, that's not always normal in a lot of different places.
Yeah.
And for it to just be what everybody did, that it was just everybody's helping each other. And yes, some folks had a rough time and a lot of stuff got broken. But to come through the other side of something like that with each other, and it was beautiful. It really, really, truly was. And everybody that came through that is a better person on the other end, and stuff breaks, but everybody that came through that got better.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like LARP stuff gets the worst treatment out of everything anyway. LARP props are just, they look so good. Something will take them down one day.
Yeah, you can see the evolution of cosplayer into LARPer. It's
yeah, yeah.
like just the extenuous extra stuff gets whittled down after you gotta carry it all day.
Yeah, or you have these really cool prosthetics that then snap, and suddenly you don't have those prosthetics anymore. Or your costume that had a long flowing skirt gets stepped on, and you're like, this sucks. This is gone now.
Yeah.
I've been there as a new LARPer for sure.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay, so you've played, you've refed, and we've done a lot of other LARPs too, but if somebody wants to go to Drachenfest, and they don't know if they want to play or they ref, how would you help them decide if they should play or referee?
First off, I think you should referee, because I need the help.
Yeah, like it just like we do for any other game, you should NPC and volunteer.
Yeah. So here's if you are a younger LARPer, if you are a LARPer that wants to run LARP someday, ref for Drachenfest. It is so much faster and more concise of a training environment than trying to go to like a random LARP off the ground and try to cut your dues. That does happen, and it's how I came up. I was essentially, like quite literally, my first experience of being asked what my name was in an NPC camp was to be told that it didn't really matter. So because I wasn't allowed to be behind the plot line, as it were at the time.
Ew.
Yeah. So
I don't like that.
So yeah, I had to put in a bunch of dues before becoming a staff member, and in a place like Drachenfest where they're like, hey, come be a staff member, we will feed you, you won't pay to be here, and you only have to ref 6 hours a day, the rest of the time you can play, and we feed you.
Free food and free lodging is a
pay
big
and they feed
factor.
you.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're strapped for cash and you're a younger LARPer and you don't have the best garb, come out, ref. You will learn a lot about LARPing, a lot about people, a lot about the game, a lot about yourself. You will support a growing organization that is strapped up for the long haul. And
hey, we got one sold.
and
I'm holding you to that, Ivy.
I will say that it's transformative on a lot of different levels, because you as a referee, you are specifically there to help the good time happen, and it's really cool. Like I don't think that I wouldn't say that my performance as a referee was great. As like the game ref side of things, but I know that for a couple of players I made a big difference. And it's kind of like the old starfish on the whole bunch of stranded starfish on the beach type of thing, and you pick one up and you throw it into the ocean, and somebody's like, well, you can't save them all, what'd you do that for? It's like, well, I saved that one.
Mm-hmm.
Made a pretty big difference to him, and so it was really cool to find those little moments, and to know for some folks that are a little bit more introverted and not the big bombastic characters, that I was able to specifically help them make a difference, and it was really cool to do, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try and be useful to Drachenfest as much as I can next year. I'm going to talk to them about my position. I would really like you to come out and ref. I think.
I mean, you said they feed you, so I think that's pretty much my only thing that I need. Hey, look at that.
Oh, thanks, George.
No wonder he says green camp, best camp. You guys are fluffing his ego. I'm gonna ref. I think I've been a staff member and I've been running D&D as a DM for too long that I have behind the scenes issues. If I'm just playing, like, I want to know what's going on behind the scenes, or I can't stop thinking about it. And the only way to fix that is to actually ref and then play in my off time.
Yeah, and it's such a different animal than your standard LARP experience. And I still remember even leading up to when he was on site, when Nate was on site, and just hearing from Nate and Rob. I can't remember exactly what they said, but it was just something that they were obviously looking through it through the lens of a standard LARPer paradigm, and I knew like in 24 hours you're gonna see something completely different. And to see how it affected them in basically the exact way I thought it would, and to know that they are bringing back all of these good things to their local games, and that's something that I would like to continue with every game that I touch, is to keep those best practices, for lack of a better term, and those that good reconnecting of the sinew of our community nationwide as LARPers, because there's a lot of us, and if we weren't all so siloed in our own game systems, we would realize that there's a lot more out there and a lot more opportunity out there. You know, back in the day, it used to be like, hey, don't tell anybody else about the games that are nearby, because they might only be able to LARP that one time in that month, and you want them to choose you. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, but what if they wanted to LARP the second week of the month, and that's the only week that they have off? You should tell them about the game that is happening then, because then they'll go play that game and talk about your game there. So when we realize that we're all connected like this in this hobby, and for games like Drachenfest to say, yes, you can interact with your home game on a non-world breaking level, on like Drachenfest does a very good job of protecting their world and their mechanics. You know, you're not going to come up with a new game mechanic without building something amazing and for their game. Like that's how they roll. And it's so collaborative and so open-ended, and I'm going to work in the Alliance to try to basically have a way that we can reciprocate that. And I think that this is something that I'm going to bring up at Symposium, that within the current Alliance rule system, I think that we could use the physical roleplay rules to actually have Drachenfest style fights.
Like if two people are wanting to do a fight like that, we already have physical role play and consent rules. If two people want to like make it big and dramatic and wrestle on the ground
within the parameters that are set forth of safety that I saw at Drachenfest, I would have no problem with the same interactions. The only thing that is a hard no at the Alliance games are the bow and arrows. Sorry, guys, we're a packet-based game. The bow and arrows are really cool. It was, again, a super cool experience. They changed the rules this year. They standardized their arrows, and
that's good.
They also standardized their the check-in process for weapons, and I think that did a really positive change for them. I saw
it's a lot of weapons to have to check in.
Yes, and they also policed the Penzik field for their arrows, and that was a miss in 2024. So some bad arrows got into there.
Drachenfest style player created rituals. So I can kind of answer this one. So yes and no, right? So the rituals themselves, as a rule set, as what happens in that ritual, doesn't really fit in, because the Alliance is very rules heavy, and we do have our rituals already written down. However, as a ritual caster, like myself, the way that you perform your rituals, as long as you hit points A, B, and C, you can flavor that however you want. So if you have a very specific style of casting a ritual, and you can have more than one person help you cast this ritual as well, you can kind of do that however you want. So I have two different characters that are both ritualists. One, her ritual casting is basically a tea party gossip session. and the other one is basically robbing you. It's extortion, but she's cute, so it's okay. But so the way that you perform rituals up to you. Custom created rituals unfortunately don't fit in because our rituals have to go through a bunch of checks and balances before they get added to the game.
Yeah, and that's mostly when it's pertaining to actual game mechanics, you know, your +1 swords, your X of blah.
Ability to see the weather.
Yeah. Now, if there is a ritual that is 100% roleplay and is story-based completely, we do have some more wiggle room there.
Yes.
But it's a very, very case-by-case basis, and that's one of the I think challenges that the alliances run into is finding the balance between the case-by-case basis and the making a standardized. This is the call here.
Yeah.
And when you're working with a creative output such as LARP, man, there's just so many things out there that you can do when it comes to imagination and expression that, man, trying to come up with a policy for everything is
not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's pretty daunting.
Yeah.
So I like the more open-ended, hey, we want to go do this because it's gonna the interest stuff. I think some folks were cured of lycanthropy this year in Drachenfest. I think I caught wind of that.
Oh, somebody bring that one. I need that specifically.
But like there's a whole bunch of really cool, basically improv scenes that people were setting up, and it was again to not have to worry about rolling dice and worrying about mechanics that have limited use in the theatrical environment.
Yeah.
And that's where I think a lot of the challenges are coming down the road for some of the older LARPs, especially when this Nordic stuff starts catching on, because it is better.
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain elements of the Alliance game and boffer combat that is very fun. It is certainly fun to go turbo mode and to swing really fast and
get sporty with it.
Yeah, to get sporty with it, and there's a place for that, but it's just another notch in that wonderful spectrum of this art form. So Drachenfest is just another one of those where I would put it towards the middle, especially since it works so well with everybody else's thing. I mean, I role played and saw people from not only tons of different game universes, but video game universes.
Oh.
Oh
yeah.
Like seriously, like people from a lot of different video games, from anime. They came up with the character concept from this show that they liked. It didn't break any of Drachenfest's rules. It was still within the genre requirements. Go to it. And it was enough of a difference, and it's not like he's trying to produce his own, that license thing, it was different enough. And I think one of the guys that was like, you're obviously not the main character because you're not.
Right, you're not dressed like the main character.
Yeah. So, overall, an incredible positive experience at Drachenfest, and it's really cool to see an organization that, again, is pointed at the sky and is reaching for the stars. So, I had a great time cutting together the stuff that I have so far for Drachenfest. I look forward to getting out a bunch of shorts and a bunch of videos on our channel here. I would love for you guys to help us out by checking out our Patreon, by checking out our merch. We have some updates coming to the Patreon in the next couple of months. Hopefully it will include some other perks for some other games other than Alliance. So keep your eyes open for that. And I know that for our Patreon supporters in the month of, I think we're going to start it in September, we're going to try to get some free tickets for that fair for you guys. So at the very least, you can come out and get in for free, or you can
volunteer. You can get in for free if you volunteer too.
That works too. Guys, we love doing this for you guys. We love going on the road and getting our cameras out and among LARPers and doing our best to show the shiniest parts of what we do out there. Because boy, do we need the pressure relief valve of these games these years.
Yeah.
And it's a good way to keep in contact with each other. It is a good way to network, and it is a good way to keep yourself sane in these crazy times.
Yep. I don't think I've ever needed an escape more than I have this last 6 months.
Yeah, and for the big salesy line of it, like, what would be the cost of taking your family to the movies every day for a week? Compare that cost to the cost of your Drachenfest ticket, especially if you're a referee. I guarantee you will have more fun per day at Drachenfest than you will have going out to the best movie for 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, I can go out with a couple friends to dinner and a movie and spend the same, if not more, than the amount of money I would spend on a Drachenfest ticket.
And the really cool thing is a lot of the bars don't really charge you. And when they do charge you, they charge you a copper. And if you don't have a copper, they say, hey, go mug that guy for me, or go bust that table, or go sing a song. Or, it is...
Oh, man.
It is wonderful. And just the community, man, the LARP community across the nation, as we bounce around it more and more, it's just a great group of people, and it's just wonderful. So yeah, I mean, guys, do the math. It is the cheapest good time anywhere that I can find. I mean, consider like an amusement park.
Oh, geez.
Go to an amusement park every day for a week. See how much that costs you.
Yeah.
Drachenfest is cheaper.
Drachenfest is
and
cheaper.
More fun.
And Drachenfest is cheaper than, going to the big theme park that we cannot legally say. But even then, look around you for a local game, because Drachenfest happens once a year.
It's true. True.
There's
Check
going
out
to
your local
be
game.
affordable games around you, especially comparatively.
Hey, Cremulous. My favorite plot of the Drachenfest game that I was, two different ones. It was really cool to see the moon plot happen because of how many different modes of interaction happened and how much. I just
keep getting snippets of this moon plot, and I'm like, what happened?
Sometimes folks steal the moon and then steal the moon and then steal it some more and then hide it under a bar, and then it gets stolen via paperwork, and it's great times. So that was the funnest to see. The funnest to work with was definitely the plant plot line in Green Camp, and helping via that plot line help move not the entire philosophy of the camp, but just nudge it in a more beneficial direction. And to see people immediately, again, just latch right onto it. No crossing their arms and boo-boo face. That's not what my character would do. Just the exception of, oh, this is what's happening now. Oh, well, I guess we got to figure this out. And watching them figure that out. And again, knowing that the catalyst that moved that whole plot line forward was somebody that a lot of people didn't know was involved with that plot line, because they weren't the big bombastic character. And to help facilitate their input and their the fact that they made change. Oh, nice.
Oh, fun.
And the flower plot line was cool as heck, and it was a cool prop, a little cool, flower that opened up and had a cool dragon egg in it. Unfortunately, we forgot to put the dragon egg in it first, so I had to kind of do a little sleight of hand there.
Nobody close your eyes.
But yeah, that was a really fun plot line to see. Again, one person got the ball rolling there, then a group picked it up, rolled with it, and then to see like the individuals come by and touch on it. And it was almost like it was a big piece of clay that turned into a sculpture, and everybody got to put their thumbprint in. And that's what I would just imagine most of the plot lines for all of the camps were built to do. Not only have the insular, hey, this is what we're going to do with the role play with inside the camp, but every single one of those plot lines had something that forced the action to interact with another camp, be it in a positive or a negative way. That was kind of up to the players. And that in itself is gorgeous and an absolute joy to behold. I had a blast. We're going to be talking about it all year. We're going to hope to.
And then next year, I'm going to come back for my first Drachenfest, and I'll be the one who won't be quiet about it.
Yeah, that's how we were able to get so many people from the Alliance to actually go to Drachenfest. It was just me and Lawrence bouncing around saying, "We will not shut up unless you go."
Yeah, this is a threat.
So that's what we're going to be doing all this next year. Every place I go, not only will I be talking up my own game and the games that I visit, but also this giant game where we can all show up, show out, and celebrate this wonderful art form known as LARP.
Yep.
Yeah. So, folks, we're running up on an hour here. I hope you guys liked the preview that we got, and I hope you guys liked some of the conversations that we had. Again, a lot of the interviews that we're going to have, we'd love to have some folks come out here and sit on this couch. We got to have a whole other mic, and we can reposition things a little bit so it's a little bit more talky, and we got some Airbnb rooms in the Greater House for those of you who like to come out and do some long-form interviews. So we are very hopeful over the next year that we're going to be able to get some of that done. And at the very least, we'll remote some folks in and chat them up about their experiences at Drachenfest and all of the other LARPs out there that we are going to show you. And boy, there's a bunch. We
so
have,
many.
Yeah, we got a bunch of shoots in the can already. We're already looking at how we're going to structure season 4 because we're in the middle of shooting season 5 and we're wrapping season 3. So
yeah, season 3 wraps next week.
Yeah.
And then we disappear under the national umbrella for a little while because that's a lot of travel. And then we look at season 4 and hopefully we get some new games too in our new 2026 travel schedule. But
yeah, 2025 is almost completely booked out, and there's some that are kind of on the teeter based on our economic viability.
October is
lots.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yep. So, we have a bunch of games that are on the calendar in the next coming months. We're not going to be able to shoot all of them, but we're going to get to every single one that we can while producing a small festival on our site and getting ready for the year of 2026. We got a bunch of updates coming next month for you guys. Updates to the Patreon, updates to the site construction. We're getting big things done there. It's going to be one heck of a year for LARP. And I hope this at least provided a small amount of distraction from everything else that's going on. Let's keep on getting together and providing each other with an escape to the worlds that we create where we can be changers of the good to the good and for the good, and then push that good out of our games and into the world, and then maybe we'll change everything and it'll be all right.
In the meantime, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Alliance Crossroads. We'll be dropping some new merch on our store at larpcrossroads.com/shop. And then keep an eye on the YouTube channel for some Drachenfest content, some castle content, some more live streams. Probably not next month because, maybe next month. We'll see. We'll see next month. There's a lot happening everywhere.
September is better than October.
September is better than October. And then we'll be gearing up for the winter-fall LARP season, and that just means more stuff happening. So
darn right. And we are here for it. We can't wait to hear about your games and to go out and see you guys at your games. So you can come see us at our game, and then we'll play our games.
High five across the games, and we just all play more LARP all the time.
Yes, and then we can all be full-time LARPers and
don't tease me like that.
Wouldn't it be an interesting thing?
Right.
Guys, until next time, thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we will catch you on the next one. Please check out, like, subscribe, click the buttons, hit the
bell.
links, go to the PayPals and the donates, and keep us on the road, keep our gas
Tip
tanks
link is in the description of this video right now.
Yes.
So click that, throw a tip at it if you want to keep seeing us across the country.
Oh, we have a tip link? Nice.
We do.
Yeah, let's try that in the next couple of days, and we'll see how it goes. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Yeah, you told me to put a tip link. I put a tip link.
Wow, we forgot that.